Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk. I'm your host, Saeed. We do want to thank you for joining us tonight, Wednesday, the 9th of March, 2022. Remember, it's our Public Concerns Night tonight, viewers. So we want to hear from you, the general public, Trinidad and Tobago, about the conditions of the road, the bridges, the box drain, the street light not lighting in your community. You're not getting water in your community. Flooding is a problem. Tonight is the night, viewers. We're dealing with that. It's been 1 year now since we have been highlighting issues on a Wednesday night that we would normally call a public concern. So it's the road, the bridges, the box drain, the street light, WASA, the flooding. They have a piece of land next to you and the owner not cleaning it. All these things we're dealing with on a Wednesday night, viewers. So remember, share our live stream. We are on Facebook, Real Talk with Saieed Ali. Like and share our page, viewers. We are also on YouTube. TT Real Talk, subscribe and hit the bell. You will know when we go live. So just a reminder, viewers, we have our food drive going on. You can win a new model Ford Ranger. Real Talk Financing and Investment Company. They are offering you 3.5% on a Real Talk fixed investment set up in our company, viewers. We also we can also facilitate wire transfers, whether you're in Scotiabank, you're in FCB Bank, you're in Republic Bank. You can wire transfer your money from any one of these institutions to our account, viewers, and make 3.5%. Easy as 1, 2, 3. Your money put down, you're not getting interest, you go to them, you want to set up a wire transfer, and it's like that. Easy as 1, 2, 3. And make money 3.5%. So viewers, as we start up our program tonight, there's an update that some things took place in Trinidad, and we just want to give you a little update. Prime Minister Dr. Saieed Ali have stated that the committee that outlined to investigate what led to the death of 4 divers at the Paria Fuel Trading Company Point-A-Pier facility has been squashed. The PM has now instructed the Minister of Energy to cancel the committee after the surprise resignation yesterday of member Eugene Tha. The Prime Minister said instead he will be calling for a 3-member commission of inquiry.
I have today instructed the Minister of Energy on behalf of the Cabinet to cancel the arrangement that was made public. And therefore there will be no 5-man committee of the experts that were made public. Because even before they've done the job, the population has been so riled up into not accepting any work that they've done, that's a waste of time now.
What job did they do? After the population has riled up, so you want the population to remain calm and cool as cucumber? And when another incident happens like this, who knows, it could be 10, 15, 20 people. So you want the population to remain calm and cool like a cucumber in the fridge? While families mourning the death of their loved ones? And you call yourself a leader in Trinidad and Tobago, being a minister, and that is how you talking to the public? And these same stupid people in Trinidad and Tobago will go back and say PNM is the greatest? Just imagine that is the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. And he said to us, the people who put him in power, that we are riling up our scene. Just play back that one more time.
I have today instructed the Minister of Energy on behalf of the Cabinet to cancel the arrangement that was made public. And therefore there will be no 5-man committee of the experts that were made public. Because even before they've done the job, the population has been so riled up into not accepting any work that they've done. That's a waste of time now.
The population riling up. That is your Prime Minister telling all you that. So if the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago calling for justice, calling for a proper investigation, you gonna tell me we're riling up, Mr. Rowley? What a shame. What a shame. He noted that the foreign experts stated they were also no longer needed for the investigation. You hear that? All you hear that? Rowley added that the committee was tasked with determining the liability and what happened that led to the death of diver Yusuf Henry, Kazim Ali Jr., Faisal Kuban, and Rishi Nagesar on February 25th. The man said he noted that the foreign experts stated they were also no longer needed for the investigation. Who said that? Who was the foreign expert that said that? Was it the people that put together by the board saying that we don't need foreign experts? Or is it that the foreign expert specialists themselves said that to the board? On, I believe it was Tuesday, the 8th, or Monday, the 7th, where I told you LMCS is now seeking international experts. Remember when I was telling all of that? International experts, LMCS. The contractor is now seeking to bring them here. They want international experts to find out what caused the death. Here we have now Rowley saying that foreign experts stated they were also no longer needed for the investigation. Which one of the experts says so? Could the Prime Minister tell the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, tell the wives, and tell the mothers, and tell the sisters, and tell the fathers, and tell the children of these 4 divers that died, who is the expert that said their service is no longer needed? Could those experts tell Trinidad that? Could those experts go to LMCS and tell LMCS that? Actually, Prime Minister? Because if he could say foreign experts is not needed, well then something wrong. Something wrong. What is there to hide? Because I will tell you something, foreign experts, let me tell you something, these people and them, you cannot manipulate them with a little cash. That is why election observers were never allowed to come in Trinidad and Tobago to oversee the election. 4 men died. Trinidad and Tobago is in an uproar, and you telling us, the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago who mourn the loss of these individuals, you telling us foreign experts is no longer needed. Boy, let me tell you something. LMCS have a right. They have a right to employ foreign experts to deal with the matter. Because I go tell you something. The chairman of Paria or Heritage is a lawyer, and he is probably loyal to the Prime Minister. Let's talk now. Hey, all the time God is not a bacchanal Thursday tonight, you know. So just an update from Central Bank viewers. Minister of Finance Colin Members have stated that persons in possession of certain cotton banknotes will be allowed indefinitely to redeem these for value at central bank. But reminded persons that this is being applied to small denomination notes valued at the $1, the $5, the $10, the $20, and the $50 bill. This is the cotton banknotes. This, as he responds to a question as to whether the government intend to extend the January 1st, 2022 deadline for the transition from cotton to a polymer note. The minister confirmed that there will be no extension date. Listen to this.
Minister of Finance.
Thank you, Madam President. The government will not be extending the January 1st, 2022 deadline for the transition from cotton to polymer notes. This is for small denominations, as persons in possession of banknotes in the denominations of $1, $5, $10, $20, and $50 will be allowed indefinitely to redeem such notes for value at the Central Bank of Trinidad and Tobago.
Madam President, may I go on?
Yes, okay.
I'm not asking any further questions.
Sure. Next question.
Question number 58 to the Minister of Education.
So viewers, you can do so now at Central Bank. Now, the Central Bank has also previously stated that it will continue to exchange these notes indefinitely. So if you have your $1, your $5, your $10, your $20, and your $50, go to the Central Bank. This is the cotton note, and they will sort you out. So viewers, we are going for a short commercial break. That was just an update of things happening in Trinidad and Tobago that I thought you all should know. So we are going for a short commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to start our public concerns night for Wednesday, the 9th of March, 2022.
Do you want to make the best investment but not sure where to turn? Put your mind at ease and worry no more. Real Talk Group of Companies is giving you a whopping 3.5% interest on your investments. Come on down and visit us today. We have 2 convenient locations just for you. Visit us at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas, or number 132 Sipera Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando. Sit back and watch your money grow at Real Talk Investment. Do contact us now at 238-6716, 339-1670, or 242-7690. Our team of professionals are waiting for you. Grab this opportunity and invest today. Real Talk Investment, helping real people make real money. This ad was paid for by the Real Talk Group of Companies Limited.
So welcome back to Real Talk viewers. We have a call on the line. Caller, good night.
Yes, Sai. Good night, President. Good night, Sai.
Go right ahead, my friend. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Yes, I'm calling from Quiet, New York. The program, I like your show. The Prime Minister is sitting there and talking a whole bunch of lies. You need to be a man and speak the truth and have the country going in a better condition. Because the way how the country is going is not looking too kosher.
Thank you, my friend. All the way from New York. So viewers, just remember, Real Talk with Saieed Ali is on the 19th of March. We will be celebrating 4 years on the network. It's our anniversary. So Real Talk Group of Companies have decided to offer the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago a 3.5% on a fixed deposit that's set up at Real Talk Financing and Investment Company. We call it a Real Talk investment. So 3.5% viewers for your Real Talk investment, 3 years and over. You don't want to miss this offer. You don't want to miss it. It's actually the highest interest rate on any fixed deposit that is being paid out in Trinidad and Tobago. So viewers, we are facilitating wire transfers. It's easier and safer for you. You contact us, we give you our information, you go to your bank, you do a wire transfer from your bank to the information that we'll be giving you. You come in and you sign up your document, and that's it, easy as 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 viewers. So just a reminder, we'll talk with Saieed Ali. We are doing our first food drive for 2022. In 2021, we did about 4 food drive. We gave away a BMW in 2021. We gave away a Range Rover in the beginning of 2022. And now, we are giving away a 2020 new model 3.2 4x4 fully loaded Ford Ranger. So all you have to do, viewers, is make a contribution of $1,000 to our food drive. You know, you all who have been viewing Real Talk, you know this is our passion. We always do this. Real Talk, we love to give. And the reason why I just include you in it is to share the blessings of the charity that we do in. So you would be blessed also. So as we start off our public concerns night tonight, caller, good night.
Very, very good evening to you, Mr. Saeed.
Go right ahead, my friend.
I have almost 1 million concerns, but I'll just give you one. That lights around the Ernie roundabout. I think you're familiar with what I'm talking about. There's no lights in that tower at all, none. Around that roundabout, every night it is in total darkness. Any amount of things could happen there.
Correct.
Let's have a great evening.
Correct. Thank you, my friend. At least they're supposed to put some cat eye or paint the roundabout with a reflective paint so people would understand that, hey, this is a roundabout here. You need to go around. I understand what you're saying, my friend. Thank you for sharing the information. So, viewers, it's our public concerns night. Now, 2386716 is our number to call in. Feel free to do so, because on our Wednesday night show, it benefits the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago and their community when you're calling. Also, I would like to encourage councillors, MPs, call in the program, highlight the situation that you are facing. So not only citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, but English-speaking countries around the world who are looking on to Real Talk with Saieed Ali on Synergy Network or on a computer or on a tab, they would understand what is taking place in our country through this program and through you calling in. While the Ministry of Works and Transport awaits the outcome of the investigations into the partial collapse of the Mosquito Creek, the Ministry has approved and appointed a committee to review the findings. On January 22nd, the National Infrastructure Development Company Limited, NIDCO, confirmed a slope instability along the Solomon Hochoy Highway extension from San Fernando to Point Fortin. A media release from the ministry stated that the ministry has sought the assistance of the CAF Development Bank of Latin America to do an independent assessment of the affected area through its technical assistance program. The ministry stated that it is dedicated to taking all necessary action to address the issue and prevent a reoccurrence. So let's hope that the investigation will conclude soon and they will actually know how to go forward with fixing that problem, because I will tell you something, it's millions of taxpayers' dollars have been spent on that portion or on that construction of the road. Caller, good night.
Good night, sir.
Go right ahead.
What I want to find out is that I always look at your show. I'm a 75 years old man.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
I actually want to invest some money in your fund there. I want to just find out one thing. Let's say that that something gone wrong and this company has some mishap along the line.
Wait, hold on. You talking about my company?
Yes, sir.
Let me tell you something. This is not the Hindu Credit Union. I want you to understand that clearly.
I know.
Right? Now listen this.
security
Hold on.
people have?
Hold on. You see, this is supposed to be a private call from you to my office. But since you called me on air and want to embarrass me on air and you want to embarrass Real Talk, let me tell you something.
People money is.
Hold on. Hold on there, Mr. Man. Hold on. Hold on right there. I don't take embarrassment from nobody.
This is not
On national television. You listen. It clearly states that you don't know the difference between calling our office for private information and calling our, how you call it, a public concerns program where we're dealing with the road, the bridges and the drain. But you seem to want to put me on the spot. So let me tell you something. I have been running Real Talk program alone. I want you to understand something. Right? I want you to understand who Saieed is. I don't beg nobody for nothing. I have been sponsoring this program for 4 years. On the 10 days from now will make me 4 years on the network. And each 12 months, this costs me $1.3 million every 12 months to run a program. And I have been on the network for 4 years. I am into Real Talk, Security and Intelligence Unit. I am into real estate. I have my program, Real Talk with Saieed Ali on the network. I do spiritual work. I buy and sell vehicles. I do business local and regional. And you want to tell me about if something go wrong with one of my company? Eh? You probably want to put $10,000 and want to embarrass me on a spot? While I spending $1.3 million every 12 months? And it's like when people like these call in, you know. And it's like when people like these call in. Trinidad and Tobago. What have other financial institutes, board of directors done for the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago? Tell me. Tell me. You want to call me on air to put me on a spot? I run in 4 companies and you want to put me on a spot? With $5,000 you want to bring in? And I spending $1.3 million from my company to pay staff, to pay synergy, to fund my program, and you want to come, you want to look at your $5,000 to my $1.3 million I spending every 12 months? That is why when I come here, I just tell people, I just tell business people, let me tell you something. You can't want to give me $10,000 and $12,000 to run an ad, and then you want to tell me what you had to say. Keep your damn $12,000. Because when I come here, I represent the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. And clearly, you do not understand the difference when calling a show to highlight an issue and calling a business place to get information. So don't tell yourself you're going to put me on the spot. Keep your $5,000. Because I just tell businessmen who have millions, keep your money, I don't need it to run my program. I'm not no hand-to-mouth man. I don't have to beg on TV for an ad. I'm giving away vehicles. You're talking about, oh, who is the insurance company? And you want me to give the company free advertisement or? Huh? Hey, never. I just like when people like that call in, you know. Call in. You're good, yes? So here is viewers. I sure you care. Here it is. I sure he can't call nobody and tell him come and fix a pothole in front of the yard. I sure you can't do that. You know who could get it done? Saieed could get it done. Because I have pushed for about 9 or 10 legislation and amendment for Trinidad and Tobago, and we get it done. Because the last legislation they wanted to bring out was to make it mandatory for public servants to get vaccinated. When I stood right here, you wasn't going to fund me $100,000 to import QCs from England to bring them to Trinidad to probably stand up for your son and your daughter who working in the public sector. But you want to call me to ask me who's my insurance agency? Huh? I almost complete the process of getting a credit union, and you calling to ask me, Said, who's the insurance company funding these people? You're damn fast. Hey, watch me. Let's go for a commercial break, and then we're going to come back with our public concerns tonight.
Do you want to make the best investment but not sure where to turn? Put your mind at ease and worry no more. Real Talk Group of Companies is giving you a whopping 3.5% interest on your investments. Come on down and visit us today. We have 2 convenient locations just for you. Visit us at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas, or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando. Sit back and watch your money grow at Real Talk Investment. Do contact us now at 238-6716. 339-1670 or 242-7690. Our team of professionals are waiting for you. Grab this opportunity and invest today. Real Talk Investment, helping real people make real money. This ad was paid for by the Real Talk Group of Companies Limited.
We have a call on the line. Caller, good night.
Hello, good night.
Go right ahead. You're live on Real Talk.
Good night, Mr. Ali. This is a call from London. I listen to your program every night.
London, thank you. Tonight is only foreign countries. Thank you so much, my dear.
Well, I have to wake up until 11 to midnight to look at you, and I do that every night.
Lord.
But I do have a question for you. It's okay. I enjoy it. It's good to keep in touch with what's going on at home. But I have a question. I know you said about the old cotton notes, up to $50 they're changing. But how about the old $100 cotton notes?
The old $100 cotton note?
Yeah, because the foreigners, they couldn't come back because of COVID from 2020.
I understand.
People traveling back into Trinidad. So would we have an opportunity to actually change our old $100 cotton notes?
Well, according to Central Bank, they are only changing from $1 to the $50 bill go up. I don't know why. I don't know why the minister didn't come out and say they're adding the $100 state. But I will try to find out that information, my dear.
Thank you very much, because the foreigners wouldn't have had the time to come over there. I would have thought maybe they would have special arrangements for foreigners coming in with all $100 bills.
I understand. I will try to find it out, and hopefully in a couple of days' time I will announce it to the viewers of Real Talk with Saieed Ali in the general public. Thank you so much for viewing us from London.
You're welcome. Thank you very much.
CDRS Councillor Shankar Tilak Singh is now concerned about the crude oil deposits which have been washing ashore in red bricks. CDRS and in CDRS, and is also concerned about the impact it would have on marine life and persons' livelihood. We know CDRS is a fishing area. Tilak Singh stated that between Thursday 3rd and Friday 4th March 2022, crab catchers and fishermen noted some residue of oil together with consorbs on shore between Granville Beach and St. Anne's Bay. So there is some residue of oil between Granville Beach and St. Anne's Bay down in CDRS. He added that information was given to the Heritage Petroleum Company Limited for the company to initiate cleanup operation and pinpoint the source of the oil. Tilak Singh stated that Heritage dispatched an investigation team and a sample was taken for fingerprinting to pinpoint the source. As there were no reported leak in the company's field. However, he noted that Heritage indicated that if the oil does not belong to them, then it falls under the responsibility of the ministry. So I guess they will have to wait until Heritage do their investigations, and once they realize the oil does not come from Heritage, the ministry will have to get in. A group of residents gathered in Freeport and held a peaceful demonstration over water woes in the Caroni Central constituency. The demonstration was held at Three Roads Junction in Freeport, supported by MP Anil Ram and Councillor Anil Balram. I wish one of these MPs and councillor could call in on the program tonight. The residents claim that they are left without out of the water schedule by Water and Sewerage Authority WASA and remains without water for as much as 9 consecutive days. The residents stated that purchasing water privately costs them between 800 to 1,000 and it is too expensive for them to afford a weekly supply of water. The residents are calling on the Public Utilities Minister, Marvin Gonzalez, to intervene, and they are currently preparing a signed petition to deliver soon to his office. Caller, good night.
Good night, Saieed Ali.
Good night. Go right ahead. You're live on Real Talk.
Good night, everyone. I'm calling all the way from Jamaica.
Welcome, Jamaica.
And yes, I've been following your program. It's really wonderful, educative. I've lived in Trinidad for many years, so I keep myself up to date. And you are doing such a wonderful job. What I want to highlight is the fact that how can the Prime Minister come on the television and says that the corporation is riling up? What do we mean by riling up? For the people who are listening overseas, what do we mean by that?
I understand what you're saying, and I understand your concerns, because even I am concerned about his term, riling up.
I need to know that, because I think he needs to come out and apologize. You know, riling is a strong word.
Yes.
You know, riling up. You know, so continue the great job, and I always follow you, Saeed, and don't let those guys mess you up. You're doing a wonderful job. Keep it up, you know. Great work.
Thank you so much for viewing us. Tell your friends and family about Real Talk with Saieed Ali in Trinidad. So viewers, tonight looked like an international night. We had New York, we just had Jamaica, we had London. Well, feel free to call in. Oh, I want to big up my my friend in Dubai who has almost 500,000 people in Dubai. From, I believe it's B&H Aviation Company. It's a plane company now, and he's a supervisor there. And that is the amount of people view us. That is in Dubai alone. Let me tell you something. Sometimes this man would call me 2 o'clock in the morning. Saeed, what you doing? And we would have chats. Sometimes during the day, if he got a break from work, he would call us. And then he said me working in the aviation company, a plane company. He's a supervisor. And he had his laptop on a plane bonnet. And he sit down on our next plane now and watching We on Real Talk. And I said, what? So I just want to say a special good night to him in Dubai and his beautiful wife. They also made contributions to our previous drives for putting food on the less fortunate, you know, the lower class of people who can't afford a large amount of groceries. So I just want to big him up tonight. Residents of Castara in Tobago are calling on the Water and Sewerage Authority, WASA, to solve their water woes immediately. This after residents protested as they have not received a supply of pipe-borne water for over a week. The residents blocked the road to the village with burning debris. Resident Junior Kwashi said the residents were fed up and that the THA Chief Secretary Fali Augustine, the electoral representative for the area, is well aware of the issue. Mr. Fali, you're representing an area, you are aware of the area. Tobago is small. Go down to Wassa. Go down to Wassa and let them know your people needs water. Because if you continue like this, not paying attention, people will start turning away. And what you need is the support of people. Don't do like some of them in Trinidad here. I love Tobago. He said residents believe the protest was the best way to get their demands met. That's it, that's the picture. That's the protest in Tobago. Now viewers, I just tell you over and over, if you have to protest to get something done, by all means do it. By all means do it. If you are friendly with the neighborhood police station, just alert them. And hey, we're going to have a protest. Talk to the taxi drivers, the traveling public, the fishermen, the gardeners, school teachers, kindergarten teachers, and protest if you have to. Because that is your right. It's freedom of choice. So we're going down to Bacchus Chase, down in Claxton Bay. Farmers of Bacchus or Baytrue Trace, Claxton Bay, are facing significant transport challenges as they are forced to utilize a broken down wooden bridge. As a result, the replenishing of their farmland has suffered as well as the transportation of their produce. Straight up. There is no telling which trip across this bridge will be the last in its current state. So look at the bridge. I believe it's Baytrue Trace in Claxton Bay. Look at that. Just imagine, farmers have to cross that. You see, viewers, that is why I have dedicated every Wednesday to highlight issues like this. And unless it is highlighted on national television and it becomes aware to people local and international, the Minister of Works and Transport or the Bridge Department does not get up from their tail. Let me tell you something, we have lazy people in Trinidad. Why you think China and the US and England and London and Dubai, why you think they are so productive? It's because we have people working 24 hours. They have 2 shifts, a day shift and a night shift. They have some people working 3 jobs. You know why? The country is productive. The more they work, the more money they have, and it's the more their business expand. In Trinidad, you go to work 7 o'clock, by 10 o'clock you're home, and you sleep the rest of the day. Why do you think China is so productive? Caller, good night.
Good evening, Mr. Said.
My friend, go right ahead.
Said, I don't know if you listen to the Prime Minister. I don't know what you call it, the conversation with the population, or how much of the population listened to him last night. And it's like this man disconnected the reality of what is taking place in this country. He has to be talking about or having his conversation with people out of this world. Because every single thing that this man addressed and talk about doesn't exist.
Correct.
It is not real. You know, and you know, people sit down and clapping. The sycophants them sit down and clapping and still don't understand that how the 7 years that them in government so far, we haven't seen one bit of improvement in this country. If somebody, anybody in this country could tell me and identify one aspect of governance that this government put in place that contribute to any sort of economic growth for the population or the people in this country that this government put in place. So that, let me say that how they came into government 5 years ago, they put something, let me just say fishing, agriculture. They set up something in agriculture so that you could see that how this would bring in some income for the country.
Yes.
That's some economic growth for the country with that. If anybody knew in Trinidad and Tobago could identify one aspect of the economic growth that this government put in place for the people of this country so that this country can move forward, for the youths and them will leaving school,
yes,
to look for employment or any kind of thing like that. I would never ever call back a talk show program or anything again and voice a concern again. This man living in a different world. He's totally disconnected with the reality of what is taking place in Trinidad. And if people don't wake up and understand that all these people I'm doing in government right now is enriching themselves, it have nothing for the future of Trinidad and Tobago under this government. And people could sit by and accept the nonsense that's taking place, accept the lies that Rowley is telling the population. And when you see you end up like Haiti, eating hot cakes and things, then they go ask themselves, why we sit by and allow these people to rob us and do what they think? That time it could be too late. Now is the time for people to say, hey, enough is enough. We're not accepting this kind of dotishness from Rowley and his government. And put a stop there.
True.
I'll leave you with that, Mr. Said. Have a good night and enjoy the rest of it.
Thank you, my friend. You know, one thing I love about this caller, you know, he will always call and give a positive quote. Positive. You see, when I call in and you make quotes like that, you make comments like this, it motivates me to stand up, to know that, hey, the public is listening and we need change. That is what we need. Not like the caller who called just now and tried to put me on the spot with my company. I run in 4 company. You want to tempt? Boy, look here. Look here. So viewers, we are going for a short commercial break, but nevertheless, when we come back, there's more right here on Real Talk with Saieed Ali.
Are you looking for quick cash and do not know where to turn? We have got the answer for you. Visit us at Real Talk Group of Companies. We are a licensed money lending financial institution. We are located at number 14 Caroni Savannah Road, Chaguanas. Our phone numbers are 339-1670, 267-7325 or 238-6716. Contact us today. We look forward to hearing from you.
So viewers, I just want to mention this one more time. Remember, we have our food drive. All you have to do is make a $1,000 contribution. We're giving away a Ford Ranger 2020 new model 4x4 automatic fully loaded. Who else does these things in Trinidad and Tobago? Who else? You tell me, who else? Who else give out something on behalf of the less fortunate? You tell me. And then a caller go want to put me on the spot? Huh? August last year, I introduced Real Talk Financing and Investment Company. August last year. 3.5 years prior to that, I've been funding my program without asking the public for 1 10 cent. Airtime is expensive. Nobody pays it but Saieed. Nobody. Why do you think I give? So doors could open. Doors could open. So here it is. Farmers can no longer wait on the authorities to repair this bridge on the verge of collapse at Sanko Trace Whiteland near Williamsville. Farmers were seen making temporary repairs to the wooden structure, as it is the access road to their agricultural land. They have also been pleading for the authorities to intervene for a long time. Just imagine this, eh? Just imagine that. Where is the bridges department in Trinidad and Tobago? Are they maintaining the bridge? How many bridges are there throughout Trinidad and Tobago to fix? And yet these ministers, whose citizens employed and is being paid with our tax money, they cannot allocate money to fix a bridge. But they're allocating money to give contractors to fix roads. And when you travel on the road like the Bocas. You know when you're leaving Trinidad to go to the big and you pass through the Bocas? Just where the roads are, and they are passed with flying colors. Flying colors. But we can't allocate a little money to fix bridge. So I hear now they want to build a port from Toco to Tobago. And I hear they had to construct some road through somebody's land. I wonder where are they allocating money from to pay this gentleman. To pay this gentleman having to cut a road through his land. I go give all of the S just now, on who owns the land, where they want to pass the road to build the port to go to Tobago. Call good night.
Hello, good night, Jay.
Go right ahead, my friend.
You know, I just have to sit back and laugh. When they had it nice, they eating, drinking, whining, and dancing, spinning, hamlam and jam under the UNC. They didn't want that. This is what they vote for. And I just sit back and laugh at them. And I see a woman in the savannah walking with a P&M Josie and balling. Great is the P&M. It's sick when I look at these people, especially that want to be whining on your screen there. It's your fat you're looking, that's gays at the UNC.
My friend, you know, every time you call, even though I'm serious, I just have to laugh, you know, seriously. Hey, talking about, the other day I see him doing some head moves in a new video. Hey, watch me. TNT, I could have dead with laugh. But nevertheless, he's a citizen of Trinidad and Tobago. Maybe they don't understand progress in life. Because I will tell you something at Trinidad and Tobago. I will tell you something. There are people who grow up in such a way that they don't know what progress is. You see, they grew up holding a bronze spoon. Bronze spoon. All they were taught in life growing up is about this bronze spoon. They would not go forward to get a silver spoon. You know why? Because they have been taught about bronze. You get up in the morning, you bathe, you brush teeth, you drink your coffee, you grab your knapsack or your lunch bag, and you press out. You do your daily work and you come back and you sit down. And you will tell yourself, well, I have completed my day for $100 and that is good enough for me. But when you see John driving a BMW and you see Harry buy a new Toyota and you see side by a Benz or a Jaguar, you want to know, but how these individuals could buy that? You know why? Because after they make their day work to collect this $100, they look to get an extra job for different hours to add a $50 with $100. So you would take the $50 and you would use it as your daily expense because of your extra hours on your extra job while you're saving the $100. How do you think I could have a Benz on the road? I work 16 hours a day. 16 hours a day. While some of you going to sleep 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, I now finishing a meeting. And looking to start our next one for 9, 10 o'clock. You know why? You know why? Because I want to progress in life. Why you think let me use this term, the white people. Why you think the white people have 2 and 3 jobs? Huh? It's because they want to achieve something. They don't just want to work one job and stay home and call that off. I could work from 8 to 5 like anybody else. I could do that. But then I would have a dream. I would have a dream. And in order to put this dream into reality, I have to sacrifice 3 and 4 hours more. Call a good night.
Hello, good night, Saieed.
Go right ahead, my friend.
Yeah, I want to take you back a couple of weeks ago when it had the blackout.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you could remember when Rowley had his first term in government.
Mm-hmm.
They bought some generators costing almost $200 million US.
Thank you for raising it.
You remember that?
Inform the public.
Said you remember that?
Inform the public.
Yes, because I hear nobody saying nothing about that.
Thank you, my friend.
Okay, sir.
Over 25 penal farmers are now counting their loss after floods. Where's Wassa? According to the agriculture minister, who we had him live on our program, I believe was Thursday or Friday last week, Wassa owns all the water. So why it is when Trinidad and Tobago have a flood, Wassa is not found? Wassa would say that water is not them one. But the pond that a farmer dig and the rain fall it, Wassa claim it. Owing to the heavy rainfalls, left their crops underwater. Farmers have been trying to pump out as much water as they could to save their crops from spanning across 60 acres at Pudhi Lagoon. I hope I pronounce it correct, farmers. One farmer stated that the fields are usually flooded whenever there are heavy rainfalls, and he reported the matter last year. He added that there was a water pump at the floodgate in Goodman Road, but it is no longer there. The farmer noted that at least 12 farmers were using pump to suck out as much water as possible in an attempt to save their crop. Where is Wassa? Wassa want to put a ban on sprinklers and hose pipe. You claim the pond water that the farmers have is all your water. So when rain fall and Trinidad flood, where the hell is Wassa? How come all they're claiming all that water anymore? Huh? Public Utility Minister Marvin Gonzalez, get your facts straight. Get your facts straight. Because if Wassa claiming my pond water in my land, let me tell you something. When I get a flood with water, pay for my damages, you know. Because according to Agriculture Minister, all water in Trinidad belong to WASA. WASA, where all your day? Where your board? Where your members? Where your managers? Where your supervisors? Nobody are claiming. Nobody are claiming. No board can pay you for flood, you know. But when you have a pond, and rain fall it, WASA want to claim the damn water. But when a flood hit my garden, you can't pay me. Let me tell you something, Trinidad and Tobago. All you have to start looking at things at a different angle. WASA own all waters in Trinidad, according to Agriculture Minister. So why when a flood hit, WASA don't pay? WASA don't pay. I am here to educate you, to look at it at a different angle. You claim the water, not a problem. Pay for my crop because the water is yours. The water is yours. If farmers come together, let me tell you something. If farmers come together in Trinidad and Tobago, and every time a flood hits, they calculate their loss, hire a lawyer, and send WASA their bill, let me tell you something. WASA will only own water in the dam and the water in your pipe. Take what I telling all you. Take what I telling all you. You want to claim and you want to pay? It's a different story. Residents of Lamy Trace, Quarry Road, Mon Diablo are complaining that for the past few years, there has been 3 branches touching the electricity power line. Tiantec, go down to Lamy Trace, Quarry Road in Mon Diablo. There are some branches touching the electricity line. Deal with it. One resident stated that a couple of years ago, when there was a storm, the branches collided with the power lines and caused an outage. He added that nothing is being done to cut these branches to prevent a similar situation. So Tiantec, here what to do. Here what to do. Because I realize it's coconut tree. Let me tell you something. It's a simple situation. Send out your crew. Calculate how much money it is for that crew to go out and cut that branch and send the bill to the owner where the coconut tree grows up. And if nobody owns the land, well, Tiantec, that's your job. You see, I'm going to tell you something. Citizen, boy, let me tell you something. You said on a Wednesday night? On a Wednesday night, it's be fire, you know. It's be fire. Land slippage is wreaking havoc in the lives of over 100 residents living in a rural community in St. Mary's Village in Moruga due to a massive landslide at Harper Trace off Western Trace. A poultry farmer was forced to shut down 4 months ago. At least 3 houses are under threat, while taxis, delivery trucks, and emergency vehicles no longer service the area. The residents are blaming the erosion on leaking water and sewage authority lines. The chicken farmer explained that their business have been operating for 20 years, but 4 months ago, they closed down because they stopped getting supply because the trucks cannot pass owing to the landslip. They usually rear 20,000 chicken on their farms at the back of their home and provide jobs for fellow residents. Moruga Tablan MP Michelle Benjamin stated that she wrote to local government minister Kazem Hussein in November, that's last year, about the challenges facing these residents, but no work has been undertaken. Kazem, please visit the area, talk to Michelle, and see what you all could do to repair the road so villagers could be employed by the farmer. I mean, the corporation is Moruga. Go to the corporation. I believe that's Princeton Regional Corporation. see what Allah could work out and get things done. Viewers, we are going for a short commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to wrap up tonight's program. We out of time? We do apologize, we are out of time for tonight, but nevertheless, it's Wednesday the 9th of November. A rerun of this program is at 10 a.m. from 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Thursday the 10th of March, viewers, and we'll be right back here on Thursday the 10th for Bacchanal Thursdays. So until then, Allahumma salli ala anta rakabala la inna zuruba la anta. Don't allow others to lead you down the wrong path. When you know habauna saba il kada, you are guiding yourself on the straight path. Until we meet again, good night.